Hello everyone and welcome to SimplyDARK episode number 5. In today's episode we are going to discuss the Vril Society and their main leader Maria Orsic. This is a very interesting but also controversial topic that many historians believe to be true, but that unfortunately is not talked about enough. And for that reason, the information out there is close to nothing. It was so hard for me to research for this video because there's no information whatsoever about this. And the information that there is on the internet, it's all in German. But I did it and I compiled everything together by date, and that's what we are going to be discussing today. So without further ado, let's get started. Maria Orsic was born on the 31st of October 1895. She was a famous medium who is said to have been in contact with aliens during Hitler's domain in the World War II. Maria also ended up becoming later on the leader of the Vril Society. In 1919, Maria moved to Munich with a friend also known as Sigrun. Together they created a female circle of mediums who were involved in alien telepathic contact. And this circle was later on known as the Vril Society. All members were young women, and they were all against the rising trend of short hairstyles for women. Both Maria and her friend were beautiful, beautiful women with long hair, and they frequently wear the hair on a very high ponytail, so a very long ponytail. And bear in mind that this was a very unusual hairstyle to wear at the time. So this became a very distinctive characteristic in all the women that integrated, the medium circle. And it was maintained till May of 1945. They believed that their hair, their long hair, was what helped them establish, communication with the aliens. So basically this society believed that, and this was a horrible thing, they believed that the concentration exercises like that Hitler was doing on people were actually designed to awaken the forces of Vril. And their main goal was to achieve a space flight to reach Aldebaran. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing the name correctly, but it's very hard to pronounce. And we will get into Aldebaran later on in the video. I will explain to you what it is. So they basically wanted to build a spacecraft so they could travel to this place called Aldebaran. To achieve this, the Vril Society joined another society called Thule Society. And this society was very well known by Hitler, and it was supported by Hitler, so they were receiving money from them so they could found their research. In December 1919, both members of both groups, so the Thule group and the Vril group, got together in a small cottage in the middle of a German forest, and Maria claimed to have received medium transmission waves from the aliens. She recorded everything in a language that was not known to her. She have never talked or write this language before, and contained technical data that explained how to build a flying machine. Real documents show that these telepathic conversations had their origin in Aldebaran, a solar system 68 light years away in the constellation of Taurus. She had two piles of papers. She had the Templar script that she couldn't understand, and she had another message that it was legible, but that she still didn't recognize. Maria suspected that the second pile was written in an ancient Eastern language, and it turns out that the mysterious language was actually ancient Sumerian, and Sigrun was the one that was able to help decipher the message and help build the machine. In 1922, parts for the machine began to arrive, and that's when they started to build the machine. But bear in mind, because they had, financial problems or difficulties, the machine took 3 years to build. Now, you might be thinking, Magda, I never heard of anything like this before. Like, was Hitler really involved in something like this? And to be honest, we cannot for sure say that this is true or not. There are many historians that believe that this is true, and I kind of believe that it might be true as well. Hitler was well known for wanting to get ahead of other countries, wanting to, try new technologies, and he was known for that. And he did in fact build a flying machine that looked a lot like a UFO. This machine ended up being tested only twice. It didn't work out as well as they thought it would work out, but what this theory says is that those blueprints that actually exist, that Hitler had to, build this flying machine, was all made based in Maria messages from the aliens. And from what I research, these messages, this technical data that Maria gave them was very accurate. So there was no way that Maria, a woman that has nothing to do with engineer or anything like that, would be able to know to that extent what she knew. So someone must have told her what to do and how to build the machine. And by the way, at the time they called this machine the circular flying machine, which is exactly like a UFO that you would see in alien movies or anything like that. It's actually super cool. Now let's talk a little bit about Aldebaran. So Aldebaran is like a solar system that it's actually 68 light years away from us. There are 2 inhabited planets that orbit around their sun. So basically, from what I understand, is that one of the planets had the Aryans, which was like gods and stuff like that. They were a superior race. And then the other planet had like, normal human beings. Then because of climatic changes in their planets, they kind of got mixed up together. I don't know why. Like I said, the research was very hard to do, but they kind of got mixed up, and this new race was born. According to them, their ancestors were very evolved and they could travel through planets and stuff like that, and it was very easy for them. But then, once they lost that god status because they were mixed with normal humans, they could not do that anymore. And these were basically the people or the aliens that live in Aldebaran, and this was the place that Maria wanted to go so she could get to know them and visit their planets and all that stuff. This whole thing, it's like mind-blowing to me. And again, guys, I'm not saying that this is true. I'm not saying that this is facts. This is just a theory that many historians believe to be true. And to be honest, I would very much like it to be true because I think it's so cool. Now, getting back to the whole flying machine thing that Maria was trying to build. She did build a machine, like I said. Hitler was very happy about the machine as well. They did some test runs. I think the machine flied twice, but unfortunately it wasn't working as it should. It would never be able to leave the planet whatsoever, so they were still trying to figure out, you know, how to make it better and stuff like that. But you know, with the end of the war and with Hitler losing everything, these experiments kinda just died there. So basically in 1945 was the last time we heard about Maria Orsic. We don't know what happened after the war. She completely disappeared. All the group members completely disappear, and we don't know what happened. So they never finished the machine, and we never saw them again. A lot of theories say that they actually did finish the machine and that they were able to travel to these you know, solar system, but these are just, like I said, theories, because none of us know actually what happened. And yeah guys, this was all the information I could gather together, and these were all the information that I have on Maria Orsic. If you guys have anything else to say, if you guys know more about this, if you are from Germany and you know this story well and you want to tell it in the comments below, please do so, because I will read it for sure, and I will do an update on this video if I have to. But yeah, this is everything that I have to say for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If yes, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. Don't forget to join the family and subscribe to, you know, be notified of every time I upload. If you want, you can also go over to my brand new website and subscribe for the newsletter. I'm there all the time. I'm waiting for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!